The enlisted community has been asking for paratroopers in the tech tree for a very long time. They offer unique tactical opportunities since they can spawn in the battle, dropping from a plane over a designated location. Aside from that though, these squads don't really have a convention in terms of the weapons they can use. We're going to discuss all of the details of how paratroopers can be added, balanced, and any nuances to their implementation. Let's begin. We should first address the current premium paratrooper squads to start. Each nation has their own set of equipment they can receive from the Assault Squad, Recon Squad, Mortar Squad, and AT Squad presets of the paratrooper supply box they drop with for each battle rating. For Tech Tree paratroopers, I believe one of the two following restrictions should be made to their weapon options. Either 1. Tech Tree paratroopers are limited to SMGs only, or 2. Special considerations are made by the developers to create a yes or no condition for individual weapons, whether they can be used by paratroopers or not. The first is far easier to implement, but the second could allow for a variety of weapons of all types to be equipped within the paratrooper squad. But here's the thing, I don't know if the typical squad upgrades page for a paratrooper squad could even work for adding things like machine gunners, riflemen, assaulters, or anything like that. It likely has to be an all or nothing approach in terms of the weapons they can use. SMGs only for paratroopers I think would be the most balanced and generally reasonable, but it would be cool to equip all of your Japanese paratroopers with breakdown 2-piece Terra rifle or a Type 99 paratrooper LMG. What about the Soviets and their SVT-40s and DPs? Allies with their M1A1 carbine, and of course the famous paratrooper rifle, the FG-42 for the Germans. It opens the door for asymmetrical balance, yes, but I'm not too sure how much this could affect gameplay with the situational value of paratroopers as they drop. Do you guys think the paratroopers should be relegated to SMGs only in the tech tree and rely on the supply boxes for unequipped machine guns and rifles, leaving more niche options to premium or event squads? Or should they have the freedom to equip any historical paratrooper gear? Let me know in the comments. Regardless of which choice you pick, I believe paratroopers should be unlocked from an SMG and be limited to a single squad within the tech tree like guerrillas currently are. More specifically, I think placing the paratrooper unlock at BR 3 means the players that unlock them will at least have a base understanding of the game to use paratroopers to their full potential. The culture around them would become more mainstream with a tech tree implementation regardless, but if a new player can unlock them quickly, they may become a burden to their team too easily if they don't understand when and how to drop them effectively. But which weapons should these paratroopers unlock from? For the Soviets, paratroopers would unlock from the PPD-40 box at battle rating 3. As with the later PPSH-41, these weapons could use both drum and box magazines. With an upgraded cyclic rate of 1,040 rounds per minute, think of it as a middle ground between the Uragan and PPSH-41 box in terms of its stats. 6.7 damage, 35 round box magazine, and solid recoil and dispersion. The Allies get the M1921AC Thompson 20 at BR3. Yes, it has the same cyclic rate and magazine capacity of the Japanese M1921A at BR2, but it inherits the almost unnoticeable recoil of its brother at BR5. It wouldn't get the same dispersion since the Prohibition and the Tech Tree 1921AC have an incredible 0.21 dispersion, the same as the PPSH-41 box before it got changed. To avoid a similar situation, this weapon would receive a more reasonable but still very strong 0.53 dispersion. Also, keep in mind the reload speed of 1.5 seconds on this weapon, and the 20 round magazine capacity almost becomes an afterthought. On the other end of the magazine spectrum is the MPSS-42 that Germany gets at BR3. While it only has a cyclic rate of 690 rounds per minute, this weapon receives a massive 72 round drum magazine. Comparable to the Soviet premium PPD 1944, this weapon only deals 6.6 damage and has a 3.8 second reload, and slightly worse recoil and dispersion than the Beretta M38A40, but the value of that 72 round drum must be balanced, even with its subpar rate of fire. And finally, we reach Japan. It's a bit of a boring choice, but I would add the Type 100 bipod to the tech tree at BR3. Now, I know what you're going to say, slacker, it's already a premium squad weapon. The new premium paratrooper squad uses a Type 100 early with a bipod, but it's one of the folding stock paratrooper variants. There were early Type 100s without the folding stock, but with the bipod and bayonet, such as this one captured in Burma in 1945. It would be similar to the BR2 version, except with an upgraded 6.9 damage. Think of it as the Japanese Uragan, which itself is comparable to the old Type 100 Late at BR3. So that's it. The tech-free paratroopers would unlock at BR3 with the SMGs, and would either only be allowed to use SMGs or optionally get to use some other weapon types as well. What do you think of the ideas I discussed in this video? If you think they would help enlisted, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos when they release. Please also consider joining our Discord community. Thanks guys, see you on the next video.